There have been 66 MVP awards given to players in the NBA, and only 15 of those MVPs were consecutive by an NBA player. And one of those lucky players I'll be talking about in this video is Nikola Jokic. After playing this entire season without his second best player and basically without his third best player this season, he still managed to carry this team to the playoffs. And while it was bad that they were eliminated in the first round, Nikola Jokic still had a very good first round series. And I don't think it's fair to knock him for being one of the select handful to win the MVP while being eliminated in the first round. And even though Nikola Jokic has been playing historic basketball over the last 2 seasons, some people still attempt to discredit him because they don't believe he didn't earn the 2 MVPs he got. And some of them just don't think Jokic doesn't pass the quote-unquote eye test. So without further ado, in this video, I'll be going into detail of how fantastic of a player Nikola Jokic is and just how unique of a player he truly is. So make sure you guys like the video, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell to keep you guys updated, and let's get right into it. First, let me tackle this notion that Nikola Jokic doesn't pass the eye test. Now, this has to be one of the dumbest takes I've ever heard someone has said. And the funniest thing about this take, it's rampant. A lot of people believe this notion that Jokic doesn't pass their quote-unquote eye test. And let's make this clear. If Jokic doesn't pass your eye test, there's nothing wrong with Jokic as a player. There's just something wrong with your eye test and how you view basketball. Because there's no way you can watch Nikola Jokic play basketball and see how impactful he is and how great he is playing and just come out with, he doesn't pass my eye test. Just because he doesn't have the hezzy tween or the bag like some people will say, doesn't mean Nikola Jokic doesn't pass the eye test. It's just the way you view basketball is wrong. But to dive into the player that Jokic is, it would be disrespectful to not start off with his passing and playmaking. I mean this sincerely. Jokic has already solidified himself as the greatest passing big man of all time, and I also think he should be in serious conversations to be the greatest passer to ever touch the basketball.
Whoa, hey.
And I know at first that sounds completely crazy, but just look at the passes that Jokic is doing in this video. He has amazing court vision and awareness, which leads to him hitting cutters consistently. And sometimes he hits the cutters right on time that they don't even realize how open they are because of how good Jokic is at delivering the ball at the right time. And let me not talk about him operating the high post, because Jokic skip passing out of there is honestly just arguably the best in NBA history. His ability to consistently throw kick-out passes to shooters is honestly ridiculous. Like on this play, Jokic is in the low post, and just look how far Aaron Gordon man is helping off the corner to try to stop Jokic. Here, Jokic does a beautiful spin, he comes to help, and you can see how the Hawks defenders rotate to the corner, but Jokic simply just throws the ball to the wing for a 3. Or this play, Jokic catches the ball a little farther than the last one, Aaron Gordon goes for a cut, and Jokic skip passes this ball to the corner for a 3. But I want to rewind this a little bit, because I want to show you guys how absurd this play actually was. Martin is the one guarding Gordon here, but you can see Strus is sagging off his man because he's ready to go send help for Bam. And as this is happening, Gordon tries to cut like he's going for a lob, and it takes Strus just to slide his feet a little bit for Jokic to rocket fire this pass in the corner for the open man. Jokic's ability to manipulate opponents with his passing is what makes him so dangerous. Although sometimes it seems obvious which pass he's going to make, but because of how shrewd and intelligent he is and his ability to read the floor and bait defenses, it's quite difficult to predict the passes Jokic is going to make. And when you add in that sometimes he's going to throw in those no-look passes to throw off the defense, makes it even more ridiculous. And another ridiculous thing Jokic does with his passing is that he's able to do the inverted pick and roll. There are not many big men in NBA history that's able to run the pick and roll as the ball handler but Jokic can. Because of how quick he is as a decision maker, he's able to find high quality looks for his players when he's the ball handler. Honestly, I don't even think there's a right defense to stop Jokic when he's the ball handler in the pick and roll, because if you try to switch, he's going to find the roller easily, no matter if it's a good switch or not, because of his ability to throw passes into tough spots makes it virtually unguardable. And the reason why Jokic doesn't get a lot of double teams is because of how good of a passer he is. If you double Jokic, he's consistently going to find the open man and is going to create high quality looks that are just going to inevitably hurt your own team's defense. Jokic is way too good of a playmaker for double teams to affect him, and because of how tall he is, he can pretty much see over every double team, which is why most of the time you're not seeing teams just outright double Jokic. This is actually a testament to how great of a scorer he actually is as well, because if you just leave a defender on the island with him, you're just asking him to give you 30 points a night. That's how much of a mismatch Jokic is guarding him on a night-to-night basis. You can't double him because you fear he's going to destroy your defense with his passing. And if you leave him with one-on-one coverage, he's way too skilled offensively not to destroy every matchup that comes his way. Furthermore, Jokic is one of the most efficient players in the NBA today. Nikola Jokic averaged 27.1 points per game on an absurd 66 true shooting this season. To give it even better context, there have been 3 players in NBA history to average 27 points on 66 true shooting or better, and they are Nikola Jokic, Steph Curry, and Charles Barkley. That's pretty elite company to be in for Nikola Jokic. And I am aware that some might argue that because he's a big man, his percentages should be that high anyways. But when you watch Jokic play, you will see that not all of his points come from the paint. Instead, he frequently plays on the perimeter and is an excellent mid-range shooter. Even though many of the shots he takes are difficult ones, I should also add that he doesn't shoot many of them, but he does so with excellent efficiency. He also makes about 4 threes per game. And Jokic scoring in the post, mostly he uses his size and his great footwork to throw off defenders, and surprisingly, he's very quick in the post and it makes it hard to guard. He's shooting 77% at the rim, and it's not all from sheer brute force in the paint. Jokic have really good touch around the rim and finesse when he goes for layups. That's where him being a very good rolling big man factors in, because after he sets his screen, he has a very good floater he loves to go to. And because of how skilled he is and how tall he is, him doing the floater, it's almost impossible to block. And when he actually is trying to score in the paint, he's so crafty as a big man. He loves to do his spins, going to baseline for a dunk, or sometimes he likes to just back down his opponent for the old reliable jump hook. And even though a good amount of NBA fans hates advanced stats, you can't ignore the impact Jokic has for the Denver Nuggets. The team with Jokic on the court is legitimately one of the best teams in the NBA, but with him off the court, they're one of the bottom feeders in the NBA. I don't know what's a better way to show you guys all-time great floor raising. Nikola Jokic has already shown himself to be one of the greatest offensive engines to ever play in the NBA. His historic playmaking paired up with his historic scoring has created one of the most dominant offensive bigs to ever play basketball. To put it into even simpler terms, you have a 7-foot big man who has the ability to bring the ball up the court and be your engine for your entire offense, and it actually produces to historic offenses in NBA history. And sadly, because he was eliminated in the first round, many people hold it against him. Despite the fact that he was vastly outmatched and still had a very good playoff series, people don't care because they're still going to hold it against him because he won MVP and got bounced in the first round. That's why I'm very, very excited with anticipation for next year, because once his 2 best players come back, he'll finally receive some support on the offensive end, which will be really helpful for him because the offense lacked really good shot creators. Me, myself, I simply cannot wait. But that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about Jokic and the historic season he had, and also let me know in the comment section below where you guys rank Jokic in the NBA today. So without further ado, make sure you guys like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to keep you guys posted, because like I said earlier, it's the best way to benefit me and the channel. So thank you guys for watching and have a blessed day.